Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of this Football Manager Save with Manchester United. So, since the last episode, I have played quite a lot of games. I'm all the way in February now. The last game that I covered on camera was the 2-1 victory in the quarterfinals in the AFL Cup against Bournemouth. So, we've been on quite a good run. As you can see, we got past January with only one defeat and only one draw. The rest of those games were W's. You can see an 8-0 win against Blackpool. We got a brace from Rashford. We got a brace from Sesko. We also got a goal from Weber as well, and a brace from Shola Shatiri. So a lot of fringe players did get a chance to play. We also beat Arsenal in the EFL Cup semi-finals. We beat them 2-0 in the second leg. We only drew 0-0 in the first leg. West Ham, we did defeat them 3-0. We got 2 goals from Weber. He got a brace in that game. We also beat Chelsea 4-1 away from home. They were supposed to be potential title contenders, but yeah, I've kind of just knocked them back a bit. We ended up losing 1-0 against Manchester City due to a Kevin De Bruyne penalty. So yeah, let's get into the most recent results because I played these games yesterday, meaning the day before this recording. Marcus Rashford scored a penalty. We got a brace from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Bellingham as well, adding to the goals as well. I think he scored quite a few goals during the January period as well. He's been really, he's been really aggressive with his style of play lately. He also got a goal against Arsenal. We beat them 4-2. Funny enough, we went down to 10 men while we were 3-2 up, and we even scored straight after that. So yes, McTominay got sent off in the 80th minute, and Sancho scored a goal in the 85th minute after coming on from the bench. We scraped a 1-0 win against Everton away from home in the FA Cup, Amina Guerrero scored. Also, I would like to add that Everton, they've got a new stadium. It's called Bramley Moore Dock Stadium. They got rid of Goodison Park. So we're going to take a look at Elliot Webber's stats because he's been in great form recently. He's got 3 goals in the league, 2 assists, 1 player of the match, and he's got 7.37 average rating. In all comps, he's got 4 goals and he's got 6 assists in all competitions. But that doesn't include his little stint in the under-23s. So with that being said now, I've ended up giving him a brand new contract worth 60k per week. It's going to expire in 2029. We also have a few bonuses that's added on. So guys, I didn't clickbait you. Jadon Sancho does want to move. He says he wants to move to a bigger not bigger club, a stronger club. So the team that unsettled him initially was PSG. I don't think they're interested in him anymore because of the price tag that's on him. He's agreed to go at this fee if we do get an offer worth 160 million. At the moment, the only team that's in for him or interested in him is AC Milan. And I won't lie to you, if he goes to AC Milan, I believe that's a downgrade. So with January, I didn't do an episode based around it because I didn't make any signings. Like I said at the beginning of the season, I don't really see myself just adding players just for the occasion of it. We did have a few players leave, I think on loan mainly. I didn't sell anyone significant. I loaned out Shatiri to Genk. So in today's episode, the teams that we're going to come across are Monaco in the first leg. We are away from home. We do have Liverpool in the league as well. We are at home. And we also have the game against Wolverhampton in the Carabao Cup final. Let's talk about Harry Maguire now. His contract expires at the end of next season. So currently, Maguire is on 190k per week and his contract expires at the end of the season. What I need from you guys is to let me know in the comment section below. Do I just move him on from this summer, get the most out of him for the next 5 to 6 months, sell him on in the summer and probably promote a young player from the academy? Or do I sign him on, give him a new contract, but make sure that he knows he is not a first choice centre back? Now that I've asked that question of you guys, can you also let me know what to do with Jadon Sancho? Am I doing the right thing by leaving him out of the squad and probably giving him a few games here and there and ushering Weber and Diallo? Or should I try my best to try and make things better? Because realistically, I've done nothing wrong. He's just randomly just said out of the blue that he wants to go to PSG after they put in a lackluster bid. Initially, they bidded 55 million. Okay, so let's get into the first game, finally. So this is the team that I'm going to be fielding. Gerardo's at right back. He's been playing really well as well. He's playing better than Wan-Bissaka. He's given Ethan Laird a run for his money. However, Ethan Laird is always injured after like 1 game or 2. So yeah, Gerardo's had a run of games and he's been playing really well. I've also deployed Bellingham as a Mazzala, support Mazzala. He's been playing quite good there as well. He's partnered with McTominay in the midfield. He's been doing well on the right hand side. So let's get into the game now, and hopefully we do start this tie off with a victory. Okay, so the game's kicked off when we have the first yellow card. It was given to Estupinen. We have a highlight now. Monaco have the ball with Diogo Dalot. He's running down the right hand side. He plays the ball into Boadu, who crosses it, goes to Diatta on the left hand side. Tchouameni gets the ball, and he plays up the field. It's cut out by Gerardo. A nice long ball's played into Calvert-Lewin. He takes a shot and Nubel makes the save. Okay, so yeah, we have been really good up front lately. So I am expecting a few chances to be created, if not taken as well. We are playing out from the back still. We are doing it consistently and way better than ever. So here's Varane, plays a long ball up the field. I don't like that. It's gone to nothing. Zito into Delo. It's getting closed down by Bellingham. No, that's Rashford, sorry. These player models are horrendous. Here's Zito. Boadu, oh my days. 1-2 plays him in behind, and Dean Henderson pulls off a one-on-one save. Okay, so Bruno Fernandes plays the ball up the field, headed by Calvert-Lewin. Oh, he's offside. But that's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Amad Diallo, Calvert-Lewin gives it back to him. Oh, he skips a challenge, puts in the ball, and Calvert-Lewin's on the end of that cross to make it 1-0 to Man United in the 42nd minute. Nice cross in by Amad Diallo. I just hope this guy can get back to his old ways, because last season he was just really unplayable, and I don't know where he's disappeared to, but I hope he can rekindle that form that he's had before. Okay, so it's half time. We are leading. I'm quite happy with that performance so far. We are giving up too many chances defending set pieces. Okay, we probably need to be a bit more careful in tackles as well, because I think we are tackling a bit hard. That wasn't a good XG performance according to the analysis. So yeah, we do have a few things to tweak going into the second half. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side while I make those changes. Someone that's game changing. Okay, Calvert-Lewin's through on goal. He takes a shot and it's 2-0. Oh my days, I didn't notice that was happening while I was trying to make a sub. So Calvert-Lewin has doubled our lead and everything's looking good for us at the moment. Okay, so yeah, Fernandes has a free kick. He puts the ball in. It's cleared out by, I think his name's Desassi. Estupinen plays that ball up the field into Rashford. He tries to dink the keeper and it hits the top of their netting. Okay, so we end up winning 2-0 against Monaco. Calvert-Lewin synced them with a double. He got a goal in the 43rd minute and the 60th minute, just to quickly recap. And we are going to take them back to Old Trafford with a 2-0 lead. Oh, this is quite strange. Liverpool just signed Adeyemi and Manchester City are targeting him. And also to let you guys know, Man City do have a new boss, Allegri. Did I cover that in the last episode? I don't think I did. But Allegri's there. So, yeah, their style of play is going to switch up quite a lot. And he could be behind the reason why they're targeting Adeyemi. So the next game's against Liverpool, and we are going to be heading into it with a 12-point gap on them at the moment. They do have a game in hand. We have 74 points on the table, whereas they have 62. And as you can see, Chelsea have slipped out of the title race ever so slightly once I beat them. They are only on 57 points. They also have a game in hand as well. In terms of the table, it's taking its shape. I think Man City are slowly trying to climb back up into the European spots, but I think at most they can get is probably Europa League, because I feel like Tottenham will end up being kind to them because they're really inconsistent. Southampton will probably drop below the pecking order. Wolverhampton are playing quite well, so I can't really count them out, and I can't really count out Leicester as well. But yeah, it just looks like City are just going to climb up with the management of Allegri, and yeah, they're going to put themselves back into that conversation, that top 4 conversation, or top 6 should I say. Okay, so as you can see, goals per game is 3.04, which is a big increase from last season. I'm sure it was just below 2.50 last season, and we've scored a lot of goals. We have been really ruthless this year, which I'm quite happy about. Expected goals per game has increased to 2.66, and our conceded goals per game has completely dropped. So I feel like the investment in Pau Torres has worked out for us. We are really tight at the back. We barely concede that many chances during the course of a match. Our passing completion is pretty much the same. It's been the same throughout the series. It's roughly 87 to 89. It doesn't really drop below 87. Okay, so we're heading off into this next game against Liverpool. This is the side that I'm fielding. Luke Shaw is pretty much the only change in terms of the starting 11. So yeah, he's coming for a Stupinan, and I forgot to let you guys know we do have it's not a major injury, but it is an injury that's going to keep him out for some time. Guerrero's out between 7 to 10 weeks, hence why you don't see him on the bench. But yeah, our side is still fairly strong. Despite not having him on the bench, we do have Sancho, which is probably a way better option compared to Guerrero. So with our midfield partnership, it has changed up a bit. We aren't going to have like a ball-winning midfielder. We're just going to have a Mazzala and a box-to-box player. We're going to be really positive in this game. It may bite me on the arse, but oh well. Oh well. We do need to win games like this, and I do want to win it in great fashion as well. So we're going to head off into this game. Despite Gerardo's knock, he's still going to remain. And yeah, let's get into it. So I really think it's important for me to get these guys pumped up and get the blood boiling before this big game. The Northwest Derby has not died down. If anything, it's increased even more because now we're the two teams that battle for this title each season. Okay, so the game's kicked off. Why is this guy tired already? What's happened to him? He's taken a knock already. Marcus Rashford has taken a knock already. Typical. Okay, so we have the first highlight. It's in the 9th minute. Van der Beek has the ball, gives it to Varane. He boots up the field. I don't know why Varane's developed this thing in this game where he just boots the ball up the field. And now look what's happened. Karim Adeyemi has had the opportunity to score and he takes it. It's now 1-0 to Liverpool. This guy just can't play a simple pass from the back. Okay, so it's kicked off now after conceding that stupid goal. Again, we are playing long balls up the field. Jadon Sancho's on the field because Rashford took a knock. Van der Beek takes a shot and it's gone wide on the post. I'm quite put off now. I'm very put off by the way we conceded. Every time we play Liverpool, it's like my defenders, their IQs, their footballing IQs just go out the window. Okay, so Olmo has a corner. He crosses it in. It's cleared out by Pau Torres. Alexander-Arnold retrieves the ball. He gives it to Olmo. Has Fabinho. Plays a nice ball off to the right-hand side into Salah. Easy pass into Adeyemi. If this is how he's scoring his goals all season, it's just ridiculous. Every defender just becomes idiotic. Like, it's just... Okay, so we've pulled one back. It's now 2-1. Wan-Bissaka's running down the right-hand side. Bruno Fernandes gives it to Bellingham and long balls played into Jadon Sancho who volleys it in to make it 2-1. Okay, so there's a big chance that we can actually pull this one back. Oh, no. I eat my words. We're 3-1 down. Fabinho scores a header. I just don't get it, man. And they score again. It's 4-1. Virgil van Dijk. So yeah, corners. We need to work on them. So yeah, I'm in a dressing room now after that 4-1 defeat. It's a disappointing defeat, if I'm honest with you. The defense were the worst part of it. I won't lie to you guys. I am not happy at all. Do you know what's confusing? We spend the majority of the season being really solid at the back. We shut up shop. We don't allow anything to basically penetrate the defense. But once we play Liverpool, all of that just gets flung out the window. The 0.52 conceding goals per game thing, it just goes away. It's like we conceded 4 goals and all of them were silly. Like Mo Salah takes the ball down and just gives a simple pass to Adeyemi, and Pau Torres just doesn't track his run at the near post. Even Dean Henderson, he could have at least done a bit better at his near post, but I just don't get it. I really don't. So, because of that defeat, we are only 9 points ahead of Liverpool. I'm really upset to actually be saying these words, but the title race is actually back open again. If they do win their next game, they're only 6 points behind us. And I wonder who they have in terms of that game in hand. Okay, so I've done my training schedule for this week. We are going to be focusing on set pieces going into this cup final. So as you can see, we have overall training duplicated. So we're going to switch that up. What should we do? Probably possession. I'm going to try possession. It's a bit tactical. Yeah, there's no method behind it. I just saw it and wanted to select it. We have physical, outfield, penalties, defending corners, attacking corners, goalkeeper handling. We have free kicks, defensive and attacking delivery on a Friday evening. On a Friday morning, sorry, and then we have tactical training on in the afternoon. So yeah, we should be really prepared for this final. Set piece wise, I don't know what it is. Liverpool and Arsenal, they're my bogey teams in this game. I don't know what it is about them. The defending just goes all over the place. Once I face up against Saka, Salah, who else? Odegaard, he's annoying as well. Mane is quite annoying, and now we have to add Adeyemi to the list. Right, so we're going to be going into this game. We do have a few changes in personnel in terms of the starting 11. So Donny van de Beek, he's going to be playing in the number 10 position. Calvert-Lewin is going to be playing up top. We do have Jadon Sancho starting on the right-hand side along with Wan-Bissaka. So yeah, those two have a decent combination going on between them. We do have Pau Torres at the back with Tuanzebe. Somer's going to be in goal. He's my cup goalie. He's been the cup goalie throughout the competition, so it's only right that he plays in the final too. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully we do get the victory. We are going to head into the team talk. I'm going to berate them and give them a bollocking just so they go out fired up and ready to go. So everything's kicked off. Couple seconds in. And I think they got the game started, as you can see from the possession stats. We're just going to be waiting for some highlights now. And hopefully something does go down. Okay, so we have the first highlight of this final. Ball put into the box. Van der Beek, his cross is flicked onto the far post by Calvert-Lewin. And Rashford is there to tap it in. Our vice-captain is leading by example. So we're leading 1-0 against Wolverhampton. So Pirlo's done quite a decent job at Wolves so far. The fact that they've made it this far into the final is quite impressive. So yeah, I think he's a perfect fit for Wolverhampton at the moment. They are playing decent football in the league as well. Okay, so we are edging closer to half time. Oh, nice ball played in. Marcus Rashford volleys that in, but there is going to be a VAR check. There's a likely chance that he's offside. Oh, it's awarded. Okay, fantastic. So the throw-in's taken. The throw-in is taken by Wan-Bissaka. Rashford volleys it in after Sancho puts in a nice ball on that far post. I'm not really used to seeing these kind of teams take this many shots in the first half against us because that's how good we've been throughout the season. But yeah, we have had 4 shots on target from 7 and our possession isn't that great either. However, the analysts are quite happy with the fact that we scored a goal from a set piece which was practiced on the training ground. As you already saw, the schedule was filled up with set pieces. Our XG is quite decent according to them. I'm still not really satisfied. So yeah, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to try and motivate them to play a bit better. Yeah, they are reacting quite well despite them winning. I thought they would be a bit salty. Okay, so here's Otto. He throws the ball to Raul Jimenez. Here's Gibbs White into Antonio. Raul Jimenez. His pass is cut by Stupinen. So it looks like we're going to play the ball from the back. Samir to Tuanzebe, McTominay, Aaron Wan-Bissaka into Sancho. Come on, Sancho. Plays a pass into Calvert-Lewin who gives the ball away. Yeah. This guy, I need him to be chilled out on the ball. He keeps giving the ball away and I don't know why. Okay, so we do have a goal to report on. It's 3-0 now. Rashford received a long pass from Wan-Bissaka. Cuts it back into Calvert-Lewin, who failed the first shot. And then, the second time around, Van der Beek is there to tuck it into the corner. So this is probably the easiest final that we've come across so far in the series. Okay, so 57 minutes have gone by. Samir has the ball. He gives it to Stupinen. Here's Bellingham into Van der Beek. Nice ball in behind into Sesko, who doesn't finish his chance. He skies it over the bar. It remains 3-0. Ings gets tackled by Stupinen and we can push forward again. As Benjamin Sesko picks out Jadon Sancho, who slots it into the bottom left corner to make it 4-0. We are destroying Pirlo and his team. Fantastic football, turning defence into attack in a matter of seconds, which has been the common theme for our side throughout the season. So I have made some changes. Hannibal has come on for Bellingham. I've brought on Diallo for Rashford. So Sancho's moved over to the left-hand side. Amad Diallo has an opportunity and he does take it. It's now 5-0 in the final. A nice ball by Sancho. A nice takedown by Amad Diallo. And he was really composed in that one-on-one situation with Jose Sarr. And he comes out on top. And as you can see, we have won the EFL Cup. Second season in a row. Last year we beat Liverpool in the final convincingly, and this year we've done exactly the same against Wolverhampton, smashing them 5-0. It was a really direct performance, fantastic displays defensively and going forward, and we are now the champions of the EFL Cup. Hey, so the irony of this all is that Jadon Sancho puts in a classy performance for us in the final. As you already know, the thumbnail says it all. This guy is, I don't know what's wrong with this guy. He plays really well. I do like him, but for some reason he's searching for greener pastures, which I can't wrap my head around. He has no real negatives, and for some reason he's got a disdain for me. I don't understand where this all comes from, and I don't know how to solve it. Yeah, again, all I can ask of you guys, let me know in the comment section below. Is there a way to solve it? If you been in this position before, what do you do? Like, what do you do to stop players like this from consistently going against your word and just causing problems for no reason? So with these episodes, I don't want them to drag out. Despite the lengths you have been seeing, I don't purposely do that. I do try to keep it as short as possible. So yeah, I'm going to try and make an extra effort now by ending the episode here. But before we end the episode, we are going to take a look at the table. Okay, so like I said earlier, because of the points that we dropped against Liverpool, we gave them all 3 points. They are 6 points behind us. The table is looking kind of crazy for us at the moment. The title race is wide open again. However, for Chelsea, they are in a battle for third place of Arsenal. They are only 4 points ahead of Arsenal. And I feel like Arsenal can overtake them if they actually put their mind to it. Chelsea aren't really that great of a team. If you actually see the way they played against us, it was quite easy to play them off the park despite all the Galacticos. I would like to call it that. They do have a Galactico team. Despite all the Galacticos they had on the field, it was quite easy to nullify their main threat, which was Haaland. The way Arteta is, I've played against him a few times so far. He is quite good at using what he currently has, and he makes the most of the resources that he currently has. Despite having a smaller squad, and obviously the quality is not as good as Chelsea, Liverpool and us, even City. City have a better squad, they just don't know how to play together. I feel like Arteta could actually pull third place out of the bag. So in terms of the European spots in general, Tottenham are falling down the pecking order. They are now 9th place. In the episode we did come into it and I think they were 8th place, and they had 41 points. So they've only gone up by 1 point since the start of this episode. Everton are ahead of them. They are sharing points. Everton have 4 goals, and whereas they have 0 on a goal difference. So I've had to look like they're edging away from them a little bit, but there's no telling what's gonna happen, because from 5th place, I would say up until 11th, anybody can finish in Europa League. Anybody can finish in the ECL. Man City, they can turn things around, but I don't think they're going to be as consistent enough to actually make it in that top spot. Yeah, quote me. Hold me to these words once we start doing the season review at the end of the season. Okay, so we've come to the end of this episode. I know we've only played 3 games. I don't know how long this episode is going to be once I've edited it. But I'll know if this formula works once I've edited it. If it's under 20 minutes, then I'll probably keep at this formula. If it's under 15 minutes, I'll probably add an extra game just for you guys. Also, it doesn't help that I've played a lot of games and I had to recap for you guys what happened before this episode. So yeah, I need to try and find like a perfect balance just so we get that perfect video length. If you made it this far in this episode, please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, drop some comments below, and also share with your friends. Hope to see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now. Thank you for tuning in.